welcome to the deep dive. We've got quite the stack of material this time around.
Yeah.
All about building wealth, and it's all kind of centered around this book called Wealth Can't Wait.
Yeah.
So let's
Okay.
let's see what treasures we can unearth together in this deep dive.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
It's not your typical financial advice book,
Okay.
this one. It really emphasizes this idea that building wealth
Yeah.
starts with a decision, like a conscious choice you make.
Okay.
And it goes beyond just, dollars and cents.
Yeah.
And really digs into like mindset, habits, even your overall outlook on life.
I see. So it's not just like a how-to book, like
Yeah.
step 1, step 2, step 3.
Right, exactly. More holistic.
So right off the bat, the authors lay out this concept of 7 wealth traps, almost like hidden pitfalls on the path to financial success.
Right.
And I have to admit, some of these were pretty surprising.
Yeah.
Like, I would not have thought of these.
Yeah, like the know-it-all trap, for example.
Yeah, tell me about that one.
It's fascinating. They tie this idea to Stephen Hawking, who said that
Okay.
the illusion of knowledge is worse than ignorance. So they're saying that being open to learning, to new perspectives,
Yeah.
that's critical for building wealth. You have to be constantly adapting, evolving your strategies as you go.
So it's not about having all the answers.
No.
It's more about being open to...
Right, acknowledging there's always more to learn.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I can see how that rigid, like, know-it-all attitude could really hold someone back.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And then there's the analysis paralysis trap.
Oh, analysis paralysis. I've been there.
They tell this story about a realtor who was so successful,
Okay.
but completely missed out on this massive opportunity to build passive income
Okay.
because he just overanalyzed the deal.
Oh, yeah.
He got so caught up in the numbers that he never actually pulled the trigger.
Right. Yeah. I think we've all been there where
Right.
we let fear or doubt stop us from actually taking the leap. So the message here is about finding that balance between being informed, making smart decisions, but then also actually taking action.
Absolutely. Calculated risk is essential if
Yeah.
you want to build wealth. You can't just wait for the perfect opportunity.
Right.
Sometimes you have to trust your gut and jump in.
Okay, so we've talked about avoiding these traps. What about actually building wealth?
Right.
The book really seems to hit hard on the importance of mentorship,
Yeah, big time.
like finding guides, advisors in
Yeah.
different areas of your life. How do they frame that?
They actually compare it to like hiring an Olympic coach if you want to be a world-class skier.
Okay, so
It's about recognizing you don't have to do it all alone.
yeah. Yeah.
There are people who have been there, done that,
Mhm.
and they can provide incredible insights and guidance.
Okay, so it's like
Shortcuts.
a shortcut.
Yeah, to success.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And they emphasized it doesn't have to be this like stuffy, formal thing.
Oh, right.
Mentorship.
Right.
It could be fun, Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you,
Yeah.
help you see things from a different angle.
Get you out of your own echo chamber a little bit.
Totally.
So it's all about building that network of support, like you said,
Yeah.
and learning from people who are doing the things that you want to do.
Absolutely. And speaking of learning, the book has this interesting contrast.
Yeah.
It compares lottery winners
Yeah.
who like blow through all their money
Oh, yeah.
to those who build lasting wealth.
Mm.
What sets them apart?
Well, I mean, it's not just about having money, right?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
what you do with it. The authors really highlight this shift from earning money for work,
Mm-hmm.
which they call, I think, vertical income, to building assets that actually generate income,
Yes.
which they call horizontal income.
Exactly. It's about creating multiple streams of income
Okay.
that work for you even when you're not working.
Okay. So,
Like
well,
rental properties,
Okay.
dividends from investments, even royalties from a book.
so you're not just relying on your 9-to-5 job to bring in money.
Exactly.
You're building this foundation of
Wow.
assets that can provide financial security.
Yep, freedom.
Yeah, I like that. Creating an income orchard
Yes.
rather than just having one money tree.
It's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Diversifying your sources of income.
Okay. So to build that orchard, you need a solid plan, right?
Right. And the book introduces this cool analogy of the air game and the ground game of success.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
All right.
Break it down for me. Air game, ground game.
So the air game,
Yeah.
that's all about vision, planning, strategy. The big picture,
Okay.
setting goals, mapping out the steps,
Right.
the ground game.
Yeah.
That's the execution, the day-to-day work you put in
Right.
to make that vision a reality.
Got it. So
Because that's
they give these contrasting examples, right?
yes.
Like Mike, who's this like hardworking guy.
Grinds it out.
Yeah, but he doesn't really have the
Yeah, he's missing that strategic vision.
vision, right?
Yeah, to really leverage his talents.
And then they contrast that with like an MBA grad.
Yeah, brilliant ideas, but no follow-through.
Right. So what's the takeaway? We need both.
Absolutely. Both are essential.
Okay.
But the key is self-awareness.
Okay.
Know your strengths, know your weaknesses.
Right.
Some people are natural visionaries. Others excel at execution.
Right.
Recognize what comes easily to you, and then work on developing the other side.
So it's about finding that balance and
Yeah.
I guess building a team or support system to complement
Exactly.
where you're strong and where you need some help.
Fill in the gaps.
Okay. This is getting good. Oh, I think we need to
Yeah.
dive into some more specific strategies in part
Let's
2
do it.
of our deep dive.
I'm ready.
Welcome back to our deep dive into Wealth Can't Wait. You know, I'm really intrigued by this whole idea of reframing hard as easy that we talked about before. They tell this powerful story in the book where the author's like feeling really overwhelmed by this lawsuit, and then he sees
Yeah.
this triple amputee.
Yeah, it's a moment of like profound perspective shift.
Right.
You know, he suddenly realizes his problems are not so bad after all. And it makes him wonder, like, why did I label them hard in the first place?
Right, right.
So that begs the question, what if we like consciously chose to see things as easy
Yeah.
instead? How would that change our approach to,
Yeah, to wealth building.
wealth building? Yeah.
Right. It's almost like approaching it with
Yeah.
a more playful attitude.
Yeah, I'm more curious.
Rather than like getting bogged down by
Yeah.
feeling overwhelmed, but how do we actually apply that easy mindset to something as complex as building wealth?
Right, right. Well, the book doesn't give like a step-by-step guide,
Okay.
but I think it's about breaking down those big, scary goals into smaller, more manageable steps.
Okay, so it's not about like, yeah,
Denying the difficulty,
right.
but it's about having a mindset that's more empowering.
Absolutely. And speaking of mindset, they dive into this idea of hindsight bias.
Oh, yeah. Hindsight.
That
man.
tendency we have to look back and think, oh, I should have seen that coming.
I knew it all along.
Yeah, I knew it all along. But they use the author's own real estate investment mistake as an example.
Oh, right. The one where he, like, lost money.
Yeah,
Because
the timing was just off.
the timing was bad.
Yeah, and it's a perfect example of how hindsight bias can really paralyze us.
Right.
It makes us afraid to take risks
Right.
because we think, oh, I'm going to mess it up again.
Right, right. Yeah, but he didn't totally
No,
crash and burn. Right.
No, he actually avoided complete financial disaster.
So how do you do that?
He stuck to 4 key real estate investing principles: focusing on cash flow, avoiding emotional decisions, buying in familiar markets,
Okay.
and making sure everything was affordable.
So, like, those were his guiding principles. Yeah.
Exactly, like a safety net.
Even when his timing was off.
Yeah, even when the market turned against him.
Okay, so these principles, can we apply them?
Oh,
Absolutely.
It's another thing.
Not just real estate.
Mm.
Any financial decision, really.
Okay, it's about having that long-term
Yeah.
perspective and not getting caught up in the short term.
The ups and downs.
Yeah, okay. And I think, no matter how good your strategy is,
Mm-hmm.
one thing that can really mess things up is
Oh, yeah.
negative self-talk.
The inner critic.
The book offers this 5-step process
Yeah, to combat those negative thoughts.
to combat those inner critics. Okay, what's step 1?
Step 1 is awareness. Just notice those negative thoughts.
Okay.
How often do they pop up?
Okay, so you're not trying to fight them yet.
No, just notice them
Okay.
and then avoid universalizing them.
Okay.
Instead of saying, I always mess things up, be specific.
Okay.
I made a mistake on this one project.
So you're not saying I'm a failure.
Right.
You're saying I made a mistake.
Exactly. Separate the action from your identity.
Right. Okay. And then
Then you want to localize the error.
Okay.
Focus on that specific situation.
Okay.
Don't make sweeping judgments about yourself.
Okay, I like that. So we've noticed the thought, we've gotten specific,
Uh-huh.
localized it.
What's next?
Okay, what's next?
Replace that negative self-talk with positive affirmations.
Okay, so instead of saying, I'm terrible at this,
Yeah.
say, I'm learning and I'm going to get better.
Exactly.
Okay.
And finally, allow yourself to self-correct.
So it's okay to make mistakes.
Of course.
It's how we learn and grow.
It's part of the process.
Okay, so we've shifted from a mindset of self-criticism to one of self-compassion.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
And then there's this really interesting idea.
Okay.
They talk about shifting from the world is against me
Okay.
to like the world is out to help me.
Wow. Okay, that's a big jump.
It is a big jump, but they say it's so powerful for shifting your perspective from scarcity to abundance.
Okay.
Instead of feeling like you have to fight for everything,
Yeah.
you start to see the world as this place of opportunity and support.
Like the glass is half full,
Like
even when things are rough.
And they share stories from their own lives
Mm-hmm.
about how this belief led to amazing outcomes.
Okay, like what?
For example, the author talks about taking care of his sick father,
Yeah.
which is obviously super stressful.
Yeah, of course.
But he chose to focus on the good things,
Okay.
the quality time they had together,
Uh-huh.
the things he learned about compassion and resilience.
So it's about finding those little,
Yeah, the silver linings.
those glimmers of hope, even in the tough times.
Exactly. It's not about denying the challenges,
Yeah.
but about choosing to focus on the positive.
Okay, so how do they suggest cultivating
Well-
this worldview?
They say to consciously focus on the good things in every experience.
Okay.
Even in a frustrating situation, you might find a valuable lesson or make a new connection.
Right, so it's about,
It's like training your mind to look for the helpers, the opportunities, the silver linings.
right, shifting your focus from what's wrong to what's right.
Exactly.
Okay, so this life audit thing I keep bringing up,
It's a biggie.
what is that?
It's this, like, comprehensive assessment of your life
Okay.
across different dimensions. Health, wealth, relationships, career, even spirituality and personal growth.
So you're not just looking at your bank account?
No, it's holistic.
Okay.
You're getting a clear picture of where you are now
Okay.
and identifying areas where you want to improve.
Okay.
Like creating a life happiness index, so to speak.
A life happiness index. I like that. So instead of dwelling on
Right.
what's wrong, you're saying,
Yeah,
what would I like more of?
exactly.
Okay.
What would I like less of?
So it's about consciously designing the life you want.
Absolutely, step by step.
Okay. And then there's this horizontal income statement they talk about.
Yes.
So horizontal income, just to remind everybody,
Yeah.
it's that income that you get from your assets, not from
Not from your job.
your active work.
Exactly.
So rental income, dividends.
Royalties, things like that.
Okay, so how does this?
So the horizontal income statement
Yeah.
is a way to track and project that horizontal income.
Okay.
You can forecast the income potential of your assets
Okay.
and create a roadmap to financial freedom.
So you're not just tracking how much you're making from your job. You're
Yeah.
tracking how much your money's working for you.
Exactly. It's like building a financial engine
Okay.
that runs independently of your time and effort.
So you're not just trading your time for money.
Yeah.
You're building this system.
It's about planting those money trees,
Right.
like rental properties, businesses, investments in dividend-paying stocks.
And you're not just putting all your eggs in one basket. Right.
Exactly. Diversify.
Okay, so create that orchard of money trees
That's the idea.
to weather the storms.
Yeah, spread the risk.
Okay. They talk about these virtuous cycles.
Yes, love that idea.
What is that?
The idea that positive actions can create more positive outcomes.
Okay, so it's like when you start exercising,
Yeah, exactly.
you have more energy, you sleep better.
It's a positive feedback loop.
Yeah, and then you're more likely to keep exercising.
Right, and they say it applies to building wealth, too.
Okay.
They outline 5 key strategies for creating these virtuous cycles.
Okay, what are they?
Number 1, choose your friends wisely.
Okay, so who you surround yourself with matters.
Big time.
Okay, so find people who inspire you, support you,
And challenge you.
challenge you. Okay.
Number 2, create a clear vision for your life.
Okay.
Know where you're going.
Okay.
It's like having a North Star.
That keeps you on track.
Exactly.
What else?
Number 3, continuous learning.
Okay.
Never stop expanding your knowledge and skills.
So embrace that growth mindset.
Yeah, be curious.
Never stop learning.
Number 4, take care of your health.
Yeah, that's huge.
Physical, mental well-being.
When you feel good,
Yeah,
you perform better.
in every area of life.
Right, right.
And finally, number 5, live unhooked.
What does that mean?
Let go of the negative stuff.
Okay.
Thoughts, emotions, experiences that are holding you back.
So cultivate that inner peace,
Yes.
mental clarity,
Exactly.
not letting the past control you.
They suggest this mantra,
Okay.
present time consciousness,
Present time consciousness.
to stay grounded in the present moment.
Okay, so you're not dwelling on
Right.
what happened yesterday
Let it go.
or worrying about tomorrow.
Be here now.
Okay, I like that.
It's about recognizing you can't control everything,
Right.
but you can control your reaction.
Choose peace over stress. Choose joy over worry.
Okay, this idea of life flow,
Yeah, yeah.
creating systems and a team that let you operate
From anywhere.
efficiently, effectively.
Like working smarter, not harder.
Okay, and how does that tie into
Scaling?
scaling? You identified those 20% of actions that generate 80% of your results.
Oh, the 80-20 rule.
Exactly.
Okay, and then,
Find ways to replicate or amplify those actions.
okay, so leverage systems.
Technology, a talented team.
So use that life audit to figure out those
Yeah.
high-impact activities
Exactly.
and then figure out how to scale them.
They also have this interesting concept of starting at 0 each day.
Oh, yeah, starting at 0.
It's based on the idea that children
Yeah.
have this amazing ability to let go of the past
They're so good at that.
and approach each day with fresh enthusiasm,
Yeah, they just wake up ready
ready for anything.
for the next adventure.
And we can learn from that.
Yeah, I think so.
Choose to see each day as a new opportunity.
Okay.
No matter what happened yesterday,
I like that.
approach life with a sense of playfulness,
Right.
possibility.
So cultivate that childlike sense of wonder.
Exactly.
Approach each day with a fresh perspective.
Be present. Be open.
Okay, I love that.
It's about reclaiming that joy and excitement for life
Okay.
and remembering that we have the power to choose our attitude, our outlook, no matter what challenges we face.
We're back for the final part of our deep dive into Wealth Can't Wait. We've covered a lot of ground already,
We have.
from mindset shifts to practical strategies. I want to explore some more of the kind of unusual ideas that they present in the book. One that really stood out to me was this chapter called Think, Let's Play. How does playfulness, how does that fit into wealth building?
It's interesting. They talk about how children have this incredible ability
Yeah.
to start each day fresh with a sense of wonder.
They don't carry baggage from yesterday?
No, they're just
That's it.
wake up ready for.
Yeah, what's next?
Yeah.
What adventure are we going on today?
Right, yeah.
And they suggest we can recapture that.
Okay, so like instead of dreading Monday morning,
Yes.
we could see it as a new game,
Exactly.
a challenge. Yeah, a chance to be creative,
Yeah.
strategic.
Yeah, like almost like reframing work as play.
Exactly. Shift your perspective.
Okay.
Find the joy in the process.
Yeah.
Embrace the unexpected.
Yeah, that's cool.
Who knows what might happen when we loosen up a little.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so think the second thought. What is that?
So this one's almost like a mindfulness exercise.
Okay.
The idea is we often don't have much control over our first thought.
Okay, like an automatic reaction.
Yeah, those knee-jerk reactions, but we can choose our second thought,
Okay.
our response.
So like if your first thought is, I can't afford that vacation,
Right.
then your second thought could be,
Okay, how can I make this happen?
okay.
What can I do to get closer to that goal?
So you're interrupting that negative thought
Yes.
and choosing a more positive response.
It's more solution-oriented response.
Yeah.
Take control of the narrative.
Yeah, so it's a two-step process.
Yeah, first, recognize that first thought.
Okay.
Don't judge it, just observe it. And then consciously choose a different thought,
Okay.
an affirmation, a more positive thought.
Okay, recognize, replace.
Exactly.
Okay, I like it. Now this next one is maybe
Yeah.
the most radical
A bold statement.
in the whole book. The world is out to help me.
They're not messing around.
That is a bold statement.
It is, but they say it's a powerful way to shift your perspective
Okay.
from scarcity to abundance.
Okay.
Instead of seeing the world as this hostile place.
Yeah, where you're constantly fighting.
Right, you start to see it as a place of opportunity, support.
It's that glass half full idea again.
Yeah, and they give examples of how this belief has helped them in their own lives.
Oh, okay, like what?
The author talks about caring for his sick father.
Okay, which was obviously a hard time.
Yeah, really challenging. But
Yeah.
he chose to focus on the good. It's the quality time they had, the things he learned about, compassion, resilience.
It's finding the silver lining
Exactly.
in the tough times.
It's not about denying the challenges. It's about focusing on the positive.
Yeah.
Trusting that even when things are tough, the universe has your back.
Okay. Before we wrap up, I want to talk about these
yeah.
someday goals.
This is a fun one.
They talk about, creating these open-ended goals
Dream big.
for the future.
No limit.
Like a vision board, but written down.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's about getting clear on your values.
Their aspirations.
Let those guide your action.
Create a roadmap for a fulfilling life.
And you revisit these goals,
For
make
wealth
sure they're
growth.
still relevant.
It's a living document.
Okay, wow. We have covered so much in this deep dive.
We have.
Wealth can't wait. Really unique approach to building wealth.
It's not just about the money. It's about your whole life.
Yeah, it's about creating a life of abundance.
Yes.
Not just financially, but in relationships.
Health, well-being,
Everything, yeah. We've explored mentorship, horizontal income,
reframing challenges.
believing that the world is out to help you.
It's been a journey.
It has been a journey. I don't know about you, but I feel really inspired.
Me too, ready to take action.
Yeah, to create a life that really reflects my values.
And remember, the most important thing is to start. Even a small step can make a big difference.
Yeah, the universe will conspire to support you.
It will.
That's a great note to end on.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.
It's been a pleasure.
Wealth can't wait, but neither can a life well lived.
Get out there and start creating.
You got this.